Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Atheist Viewpoint. I'm Ellen Johnson. I'm the president of American Atheists. And this is my co-host on your left, Dennis Horvitz, and Ron Barrier, the originator of our program. And my former co-host is back to join us once again on the Viewpoint. Ron, it's great to have you back with us.
It's great to be back.
To have your wonderful input and insight. We're going to talk about what else. Kathy Griffin at the Emmy Awards, which aired on Fox Network. Should we stop?
No,
Ron just lost his
mic. Go ahead.
The Emmy Awards, as you know, most of you know, Kathy Griffin, what's the name of her program? It's called
My Life on the D-List?
Right.
My Life on the D-List, right.
And that's on what? What network is that?
I think Bravo. I think it's on Bravo.
I think it's on Bravo,
Bravo
or Ovation, I'm not sure. Probably Bravo.
Right. And she's a comedian with the red hair. And she received an award. She received the award for her reality show, My Life on the D-List. Now, she's created she's going to have like a special on, something about everyone can suck it or suck it everyone was the title of it. And so she received this award on the Emmys. Again, it was on the Fox Network. And when she received the award, she said, a lot of people come up here and thank Jesus for this award, but no one had less to do with this award than Jesus. She wrapped up with an off-color joke and said, yes, suck it, Jesus, this award is my God now. And they did not put her acceptance on the air at all. I mean, you didn't see her at all. At least I didn't. There were two award shows. One was on the Fox Network, but prior to that, I think the previous weekend, there was an award show for I don't know if you saw it. It was
Canadian, wasn't it?
No, it was an award show, and there were celebrities giving out awards, but it was like for all the behind-the-scenes people. Mm-hmm. And that's maybe where she got her award. I didn't see. I watched the regular Emmys where the celebrities got them, but I didn't see her.
Is that the same one that Sally Field was on, and she made a remark about the award?
That was the second one, and okay. I don't know which one Kathy Griffin was supposed to get the award on.
I think it was broadcast by the E Network, wasn't it? Entertainment.
It was going to be rebroadcast on the E Network.
Oh, okay.
So in any case, the point is, Bill Donahue of the Catholic League said that this is insulting she offended Catholics. Now, my take is that she offended Jesus, but he said she offended Catholics, therefore she should be censored. Well, the Fox Network not only censored her, they censored Sally Field and every other, and I never saw anything like it, but I never heard so many bleeps, not because I just never noticed that before on an award show where people were getting bleeped for every S word or F word or whatever. But not that there was more of that this time. I just never noticed that before. So everybody was getting bleeped. And the Fox Network did it. So the question is, did she have the right to do it? Was she wrong? Should we censor people for what was said? Did she say, now she is an atheist. She has said she's a militant atheist. I don't know if those are her words, but,
right, but
she's an atheist.
But being brought up also Roman Catholic. She has the same transition I did.
Okay.
From Roman Catholic to atheism.
So, what do you think? Was Bill Donahue right? Should she have been censored? Should they have let her say it? What do you think?
Well, one of the things that Bill Donahue said was that had she said the same thing about blacks or Jews or any other ethnic group or religious group, everybody would have been all over her. But that because it's quote-unquote Hollywood, that Hollywood enjoys
hates Catholics.
Hates Catholics, and of course, but of course, wasn't quite the same thing. I mean, she did mention Jesus, and while I could see in the long run that would offend Christians, but she wasn't singling out Catholics for sure.
You can't say the same thing about Christians. You can't say, "Suck it, Bill." This award. I mean, it was.
No, but I mean, if she said "Suck it, Jesus," that's going to offend Christians.
I mean, there is a. I'm sure she was probably pushing the envelope with that.
Yeah, I'm sure she was.
I would not have. I mean, first of all, I would not have censored her. I think her comment also prior to that was that no one had less to do with her award than Jesus.
That's right.
Was absolutely valid.
Right.
It should not be censored. But I think probably it was just those three words, the "suck at Jesus," that pushed her over the top. Should she be censored? No. And as far as what you said, Bill Donahue's argument about saying things like that with blacks or Jews, we've been saying the same thing to him about his comments about atheists and non-believers all along.
Right.
I mean,
and his deliberate claiming victimization
Right.
as though there were no one else in the world who was being persecuted.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't justify it.
No,
You really are
but
being
I mean,
a victim.
But I mean, yeah, that's true. But if something, let's just say that this is potentially offensive to Christians, he's acting like only Catholics were offended. You know, that it was a deliberate attempt to offend Catholics, which it certainly wasn't.
it's also a deliberate attempt by him to get more Christians to hear about it.
Yeah.
Because again, had he not said anything,
Right.
the event probably would have come and gone with minimal publicity, and
I
it's all
know.
over.
Isn't that amazing that he gave her more free publicity?
She's
she
wallowing
was
in
then
it. She
on
is-
Larry King Live. Everybody heard what she had to say 5 times over because they had to go hear it for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, he's his own worst enemy. If you go to their website, please do, the Catholic League for the something civil rights, and look at their press releases. It's what he, unfortunately for the Catholics, is doing is he's letting the whole world know all of the issues that people have with Catholics, with the Catholic Church, and what he does is he echoes all of that.
He's the agent's agent.
Yeah.
I mean, he just does it better than agents.
But you
do.
wouldn't realize how much trouble the Catholic Church is in from the, just everywhere if it wasn't for his website telling you about it.
Right,
Basically,
right.
He should just shut it down only because you wouldn't think that so many people had so many problems with the Catholic Church, but for Bill Donohue's telling you about it.
He borders on fascism because essentially what he's trying to create is an atmosphere that the church should not be criticized.
Yes.
And this is something
Yes.
that at one time religion did have. Religion was not criticized. It even had the emphasis of the state behind it. As we know with the Inquisition and other such things, the state did a lot of their execution for them and everything like that. So this is an attempt to just try and get the state back involved. And that's why he also uses the term blaspheme. He called Kathy Griffin's remarks blasphemous. They were not blasphemous, okay? We're talking about a character in Christian mythology of which there is no evidence that this person ever existed or that any human being could have ever performed the tricks and feats of strength that this person is claimed to have performed. So he's trying to introduce blasphemy back into the general lexicon. This is, again, a case where he's trying to make it where criticism is a one-way street, where he can criticize other groups, but no one can criticize the Catholic Church.
It just speaks to how much...
But she wasn't. But the point is, she wasn't criticizing the Catholic Church.
No.
She wasn't even criticizing Catholics.
No.
She was criticizing, she insulted Jesus.
Actually, she was critiquing those who thank Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yes.
That's,
Right.
that somehow this character, made this person remember the script much better.
Yeah.
Or hit the ball much further.
To have the arrogance to believe that God is going to favor which team wins a football game, or who gets an Emmy, or who gets an Oscar.
My funniest story with that was it was a number of years ago, Ellen. We did it on the Viewpoint a number of years ago, where there was a bus crash of some school kids in Paterson, New Jersey, and only one kid was injured. And the mayor of Paterson at the time had this dumb thing to say about, well, God was on that bus. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, kid, you. I mean,
The visual.
Yeah, things happen. I mean, that's the way it is. Sometimes people we are in the wrong
Well,
place at the wrong
you
time.
all just saw the news today about that private plane that went down, and it was just completely smashed, except the pilot was still sitting in the pilot's seat. The only thing that was left was the pilot still strapped in the pilot's seat. The rest of you will see this picture. The rest of the plane is just in bits all around him, and he's bloodied, and he was really seriously injured, but he was conscious, and he was just sitting there. But it's just the pilot's seat, and the pilot's still strapped in. You can't miss it. It's on all the news. But you know what that's going to be? It's going to be a miracle. Okay,
yeah.
It's going to be a miracle. The freaking plane went down.
Yeah.
Okay, smashed to bits. He was injured, but what's this some kind of a cosmic joke?
Yeah.
So